Anna is a particle physicist, studying the transfer of objects from one space to another, but every test had failed. This time she had her assistant, Mori, increase the power to 350 megawatts, and unexpectedly, the experiment succeeded. The test subject, an apple, disappeared. Although it wasn't transmitted to another experimental box, it was enough to prove that their experiment had made a substantial breakthrough. After work, Anna waited for her husband Matt at their usual spot, only to receive the last phone call from Matt. Upon learning that Matt had died in a car accident, the sudden bad news was something Anna found hard to accept. In her grief, Anna was despondent for a while. After re-examining the experiment report, she had a sudden flash of inspiration and thought of the possibility of parallel worlds. The apple hadn't disintegrated, it had gone to a parallel universe. To verify this theory, they placed a note with the experiment parameters into the experimental box, allowing people in another universe to use these parameters. They successfully sent back a thank you letter, and later, a bitten apple was also returned. Anna sent over a video camera, and when it was returned, it contained footage of Anna from the parallel world, which was enough to prove the existence of parallel worlds. Out of longing for her husband, Anna wanted to personally visit the parallel world. Taking advantage of Mori's absence from the lab, she transported herself to Parallel World 2. However, Parallel World 2 seemed not very peaceful, with the sky being grey. There were also planes hovering and patrolling in the sky. While Jasmine was not in the lab, she transported herself to Parallel World 2. However, Parallel World 2 seemed not very peaceful. The sky was grey, and planes were hovering and patrolling above. Anna went to the place where she often met Matt, and saw Mattel. Mattel was very surprised by her arrival, and learned from her that Anna too had died in a car accident, and they did not have children in this world. So Anna brought Mattel back to her own world, and after they returned home, they saw the deceased Matt again. The children were all very excited, but for Mattel, the environment he was in before was completely different from now, and he had never experienced the feeling of being a father. These two children were actually strangers to him. Mattel was very curious about the outside world. He often stared outside, wanting to go out and explore. One day, while wandering in the park, Mattel encountered a neighbor who thought he had faked his death to commit insurance fraud and threatened him for hush money. Mattel took out his weapon, shot through the neighbor's chest, and then nonchalantly returned home. As time went by, Anna also realized that this was different from Matt the 2 and the original Matt. One day, Anna saw Matt the 2 in her daughter's room. Watching her daughter sleep, this terrified Anna, especially because her daughter had drawn a picture of Mattel, and Mattel flew into a rage, accusing her daughter's artwork of being stupid, subtly showing violent tendencies. Additionally, on her way home, she was stopped by the police to inquire about a murder case in the park, which made her feel even more uneasy. She decided to return to World 2, to take a look and understand Mattel's life. For the safety of the children, Anna sent them to a friend's house. When Anna returned to her original home in World 2, she discovered that the Anna in this world had already been killed by Mattel. The scene shifts to the laboratory, where Mattel arrived and destroyed the teleportation device, also killing Mori. Unable to return, Anna was on the verge of collapse. At this moment, Mori from World 2 arrived at the laboratory and informed her that there was another teleportation device at his home, and together, Anna and Mori returned. However, they seem to have returned to another world, which should be World 3. In this world, Anna 3 and her family were happy and harmonious. Anna realized they had gone to the wrong world and quickly returned to the laboratory to continue teleporting. When she teleported to another world, Anna saw Mori's floral shirt hanging on the wall, but she hadn't returned to her own world. She hurriedly called her friends, asking them to wait for her at home. She went to her friend's house and found the children. She asked everyone to hide. Eventually, Matt too still found Anna. Just as Matt was about to electrocute Anna, her son knocked him out from behind, and the family was finally safe. They tied Matt up and put him into the teleportation device, sending him to another world. This world was like a prison, filled with dark mazes everywhere. Anna thought everything was over, but unexpectedly, Moriel came to her again to tell her, "Something terrible has happened. You've written the wrong word." The story ends here. This movie actually raises many questions. Why was it said at the end that they went to the wrong world? Which world did Matt travel to? Is this parallel universe travel controllable? Use your imagination and write in the comments section.